All right, and we are back for the third game. Our winners, Snickers and Shimboy Cadets, getting a win up on the board. Now, I wonder where that will put them, leaderboard wise, as we
First place.
check it out. All right,
I don't think it's updated quite yet.
all right. Well, maybe you can keep us updated on it. If it's
I
not,
mean, I can do the math right now and tell you it's first
well,
place.
sure. I'm not just specifically them though. You know, other teams as well.
Alright.
So you could keep us updated on if it's been updated, I guess.
Will do, sir. Will do.
So looking at this playing path, what are you expecting to see here?
It's a bit iffy that Monty, El Pozo are not easy to get to. Same can be said for San Martino. Though I think you can still get there with a long drop. But Los Leones, Minas, El Azahar, and a lot of the subsequent car spawns that go along with those spots being in play is pretty important. Although early on, we're seeing a few people. Are they dropping for Higos? I love this town because it's so adorable and bad. I didn't think we'd ever see one fight for it though.
Yeah, that's true. It does look like
Oh, they're not. They're not fighting for it.
no. That's
No.
you guys have broken Ben's heart.
Yeah. I think they're gonna be all right though. They're actually going one on each side of the river. That's really interesting for Maddie and Alex. Oh, nope. Alex is getting boring. He's crossing the water. All right. Well, one too many Higos is still one more than we usually get, so I'll take it.
No, yeah. I guess how many times are they gonna break your heart in this game already? You know.
I mean, the cadets did pick the 249 last game, so we're up to 2 right now.
That's true. So we do have the cadets dropping close to. I guess what are they going for? Power grid here or just past power grid? Not.
Yeah, there's
No,
a lot
just
of
before.
the two Prios in the plateau that they're kind of like just under. Like this whole area is actually really good in duo games. Even better if you can get a little more than that as well. There's car spawns, those stone buildings that are called Prios are amazing.
Joe above is taking some shots at check shooter. He suck. And then just south of them, Coda took some shots at Lethug as he parachuted in. Oh, and the ring pops. It is a beauty of a ring.
It's a North Boyd right there. To go way up to Cruz as being essentially the center of the zone here. Early cars gonna be super important as there's a lot of loot up here. If you can just get up here early, and the question is, will you be able to get here in time to get the loot, to get the compounds? It looks like Paraka and Nubby Wubby. I said the players are trying to get to the good compounds, the good terrain early.
Yeah, by all means. We haven't had a lot of people close to each other shooting at first. Although you do see up in the north, the farthest northeastern corner, we got people just W at military.
I've seen San Diego Rarity go up here. I've never seen this drop in a duos game. No reason it wouldn't work. If you're one of those teams that doesn't mind some long rotates, then it's sensible. It's just that in duos, those long rotates generally turn into blind rotates, and those, as we've seen, can get very dangerous. So a lot of reasons to not go for those edge strats as much in duos. But this time, Campo Militar is not an edge strat, so congrats to them. They're going to be having one of the quicker rotates into the zone.
Yeah, and we see the teams now are starting to space out more. We don't see a lot of as many early game fights. Teams have, I guess, learned where it's okay to go, where it's not okay to go. I guess if you want to. Okay, I noticed that. Look, if we look down the southeastern part of it, you have Average Joe's. They have a 1-1 split that's pretty significant.
I'm looking for the second player. Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah. The fact that you have to look for the second player says a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Jason's a pretty good player. I saw Crop make a ton of really good plays in a recent league that occurred. So I know that he has improved a lot himself in recent days. Made a lot of nice solo plays there. So I'm not too worried about this, besides the fact that they're pretty far away from the zone, specifically Jason. That being said, as long as he's aware of the rotation paths, as long as he's aware of how to get in, and as long as Crop's loot is fine, which it might not be all considered, then I'm thinking it'll be okay. You know, it's a lot of buts, but I have no reason to kind of write them off yet. You know.
Oh, by the way, we are having a fight now where it looks like we have, what is it, Farm Stream. It is the teammate of your favorite low boy. taking some shots at Lush, and Streamer Hazes goes by, and now his teammate has decided to chase them and take shots, but I guess turn back now.
Makes sense. Don't want to get in too many big fights early on. I'm surprised, actually, that Hades and Lush are pulling up there. It's a great scouting spot. It's a great spot to hold, but it's not in the zone. So they're pulling up here hoping that they'll get chased. It's not going to happen. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's just like a small waste of time. And, you know,
they
it might
healed
not
up.
seem like much.
Yeah,
that's
they took a
true.
few shots. They healed up, and then they're, as you see now, they continue to move on.
But while they're doing that, Chuba and Lobes will be able to kind of get beyond them. That could have been, you know, Lush and Hades on that road in a different world.
Absolutely, by all means. And we look at Chuba and Hope, since you mentioned them on the road, they're going to pass by Oldest and Tomas. And then even Jake and Owen Bear moving up further.
Sexy double Murado loadout. Only this better is if you got two bikes instead.
Gotta remember not to. As I went to go click on someone shooting, and of course I forgot. You know, you can't just always do that as the observer and caster. Now, I went to go look at we have D-Rich and Betty having Alex Penn Twitter feed as a team drive by. Then D-Rich got some shots off, but he didn't do damage. Hit the cars just a little bit, and now the other one's gonna drive right past.
Yeah, they're gonna be fine. Drew and Sarah, a lot of terrain they can work with, a lot of buildings
on the outside. Yeah, they got on the outside. Yeah, they able to escape that. If we look up north, Landune and Oldest are having driving by. These circles make it so that it feels like a death race at times, right?
Definitely. A lot of places you gotta rotate through. And actually, talking about Landune and Carmsey, off to their east as well, there's just so many teams that are already here. Oh, I think that we're actually seeing Hades spitting out in the middle of a road, forced to go on foot. And while it's going on, Lobes is having his compound crash.
And Chubba Wubba is able to get Lobes will get the knock. Chubba Wubba took serious damage, though, as they focused on him.
Oh, Chuba is out. He's trying to get to the second floor. We'll be able to get into a nice defensive spot while his teammate frags, or attempts to frag that building. Luckily, though, the frag and the retreating maneuver there from Chuba giving him some time for the first aid. He can disengage. He can hold the angle. He can play this how he wants. But then, big ambush. Brings one player low and takes the second one down. If there's one time for Lobes to push, then now is the time.
Yeah. Now, is he going to be able to get that res off, though? It gets enough up.
Maybe. I'm not sure. Like, Lobes and Chuba are already here in the building. That's a frag right there, Chuba! Oh, great reaction right there.
Now, it looks like he's gonna try to get that res off. And they're downstairs. They're just... Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, the window.
Oh, no. Oh, he did?
They just re-knocked him.
Oh, man, they cut the re-knock. That is rough.
Now, the shots from the outside will mean that if Lobes and Co. want to kill this guy, they're just going to go up the staircase.
And they're going
to free fire all around, and they're just firing wildly. Shoot your teammate, shoot anything that moves, as long as it gets them killed. And that's going to be the method they take. That's going to be the method that works. Look, the compound's all theirs now.
Absolutely, they get that, and they get the loot to go along with it. And just north of them, it looks like Hades and Lush have found themselves a little bit of a fight here. You've seen the kill feed Snakers and Check Shooter.
Snakers and Check Shooter off. Where are they at?
Oh, Snakers just eliminated Chicks, and then you got the Flush now.
Oh yeah, I see. I think I see him there on the western water treatment side right there.
Yeah, by all means. Not Lush. Gets a headshot.
Yeah, this is a nice spot, nice stuff here from Lush, because this spot right here for Hades and Lush, like, this isn't like a thing. Like, people don't stop here.
Right.
It's very, very weird to be seeing Lush and Hades try to hold this. So if they're gonna try to do this, they're gonna need to get a lot of really good shots and try to convince people that are around them that though you might occasionally have LOS on them, that you shouldn't peek them. You don't want to touch them. You're gonna get your head blown off. But you know, as more and more people make their way around this area, this location is going to become increasingly unplayable. So I'm hoping they don't feel too comfortable.
Absolutely. It looks like Lush was able to get the knock on what team we have? Oh, we have on Burke. Oh no, I'm sorry. He just hit Burke. My apologies.
Ooh.
Oh, but
All right, well,
they're in between.
This is gonna be a good spot, a good time to go to a new spot in the zone. Hard shift to the north. I have only seen this zone once before.
Oh, we have Martin FPS unloading on a post-up. And he's going to be able to finish him. Does quite a bit of damage to both players, but unable to get enough on one player.
Yeah, car's on fire though. So one way or another, the sort of the matter's been forced here between these two teams. Pasa and Blitz being forced to pull up here, while Martin and Emmy trying to land some nice DMR shots. But this is a really bad situation here for Blitz and Pasa. Maybe even just disengage and go into Cruz Del Val before it's too late. The longer they take to do this, the more teams they're going to sneak in from behind them.
Yeah, I think that their best shot is probably to disengage, like you said. And if man, looking at the south and southwest side, we have Gin and Tonic still out there. We have 303 Esports, not quite in the out of the blue yet, I should say. We have Alex Penn's Twitter feed still taking the long rotation around north, and it looks like
they're probably going through parts that they haven't seen in like years.
Right? They're like, oh, did they touch this up? Did they do something here? As we say that, Maddie gets knocked by Yukos. As teams rotating in, Nubby Wubby is getting shot at from Just W.
A lot of teams around the center bits of the zone looking for some spots to call home here. Some of them have found it, and some of these spots potentially will win them the game.
Yeah. Owen Bear knocks Landoon in the background.
His teammate's nowhere nearby to help out, man. He's dead. Yeah, Karmazy, no hope of a trade. Might be able to take shots at Owen Bear if he's going for a loot, but otherwise, that's going to be it.
Yeah. Oh, and not... Or Lush. Lush gets the knock. And it looks like 80's finished them. Now we look at them. They have, they've had a lot of fight this game for one kill between them. They constantly are putting themselves around where other teams either want to travel through or want to position themselves in general.
The spot they found for themselves is actually really nice as well. Very, very nice two-sided cover here. They should be able to wrap back under their cover if they have to. Spotting out Paraka in the open as he runs out. Hades can't quite land those shots, but Paraka getting over to the low ground. He can't go up the hill. He's just going to get shot more by Lush and Hades, so Alex G isn't too much of a problem here. But the real problem for Paraka is that he just can't move. This is his home now.
Yeah, this is his home now. This is where he lives. You're going to have Alex try to potentially look for... Yeah, Alex is trying to spot out where those spots...
Lush is getting a new angle. Up to the north, he might actually be able to flank and remove Paraka from this game.
Uh-oh, yep. Yeah, it does. As you say that, takes him out. Great play by Lush. Uh-oh, and then we have on the other side, it looks like the bomb squad is close to average Joe's, as they've already knocked Jason when they're looking for...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely trying to get a little bit of work done there. Tetra was fragging Jason out of the game.
Yeah.
Probably could just use your gun for that, but either way, I've seen him make some 6-solo plays before, and maybe now's the time to get out there. You hear the bike moving, but nah, these guys on the eastern edge, they're gonna be playing it slow. But this east side of the zone, I'm looking at. Wait, hold on, thought. He's able to find Tetra. Big play from Crop.
Now, Dom the Bomb needs to.
He needs to make a play happen. Tetra's on his second knock. If he doesn't get a little bit of tempo into Crop, then this is going to end the fight. Crop fragged toward the door, closing it in time, though. And now, after, trading some shots, Down the Bomb retreating, going back for the res. He has to do this once Tetra survive. Crop, he's going to be taking his time, fragging this door. Is this going to work? I don't think that it will.
No.
Way too much stuff inside to properly get that off.
Now it looks like he's going to try to rotate around. Oh, and he gets some shots on Dom, but not enough.
In the meantime, Tetra getting the heal off. He has done his job. This is now a proper 2v1. Fragger on the side. Crop brought low. Tetra trying to get some just desserts. Yeah, saying that's what happens when you knock me. I'll come back from the grave and shoot you dead.
Exactly. And they pays for not, trying to be aggressive in time. As we see that we got teams just rotating through each other.
Okay, so check the map real quick.
All right.
They won the fight, and that's great. But Gui Zera and Robin God, they just took the spot that Dom Labob and Tetra really wanted to go for. There isn't too much else that they can really work with. They have some ridge lines they can use to walk in, but you don't want to walk in a zone like this. The terrain's way too flat. Like one of the problems with this zone is that if you're not in one of these compounds, these strong points, like these oil cancers, whatever they are, then you're not anywhere. Like you're out of the game already.
Meaning which we have oh no.
Looking at the map here.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna
You
have,
okay?
to do
You
the
okay?
radio. You're gonna have to do the radio
Oh,
broadcast
okay.
again.
Oh man, hopefully we fix that crashing issue here soon.
Either
way, phase 3 having popped here. The strengths continuing. The zone, as we didn't talk about, but it did end up going to the north, favoring the Torre Ahumada area. Hard to tell where this zone's going to go. It likes to stay near roads a lot of the time, but with 3 different roads in this zone, hard to tell exactly where it's going to be. Either way, Lush and Hades in center zone going to be looking pretty strong here. Cruz del Val on the outskirts still has 2 teams inside of it as well. In fact, as I'm saying, that a lot of skirmishes, 1v1 skirmishes happening here on the edge, coupled with cadets and Sia in March, as they're actually be crashing on in toward the cadets. Chuba getting himself blown to pieces by Shinboy and Snakers, as Loeb's now in a proper 1v2 against them. Off to the northwest, another fight happening. Low Boy now in a 2v1 with his teammate against another player there. Phase 4 gonna pop. Oh man, keeping a lot of the Torre Ahumada outskirts in play. Oh my god, you got to get that game up soon, man. This is a zone that we haven't seen pretty much ever. Like, this is actually really crazy that this is happening. Well, more players making their way in. Actually, oh my goodness. Players trying to crash, but having a big wide open field to cross before they go for this. As players begin crashing the Torre Ahumada area as well. Alex GG getting taken down there by the Alex Penn's Twitter feed team. Ooh, is they able to get... Oh, they got a 249 as well. Oh, big fan, big fan.
Big fan of 249.
Gotta be. Best 5-5 in the game easily. All right, well, around Southwestern Shed, more players pulling up. Very, very ballsy positioning here from the Daniel Ricardo team, as Landoon's, well, he's dead, but his teammate Carm's trying to hold on. Getting hit in the back as the Shed gets pushed. He's going to be taken down there. Shed being claimed by Team Just W here. One of the only spots in the southwest side of the zone being taken. Of the teams that are currently not in play, we got 303 Esports as D Rich and Badilol trying to stay alive a little bit longer. Mixed results here.
Have they come out of the blue yet?
Well, they just got out of the blue, but they're going to be back in here in a few seconds. They don't leave right now. Styles and Darth heard them as well. They've been trying to gatekeep them. And off to the south, Mardones, T-Plents, Cadets. Cadets winning another fight, by the way, but they're now walking in. A lot of these teams on the west side walking in across what is essentially going to be an open field here in a few seconds. If you don't have a car, you're pretty much SOL. Luckily for T-Plents from Winter Fish Dinner, he was able to find one, and it is going to be the only team on the entire western edge of the 4 or 5 teams on this side to actually find a reasonable spot in the zone, although he's passing up one empty compound, continuing east to try and get something more centralized. Not sure if this is the time for that, as we're already in phase 4. He's quite late. He's actually going to be crashing a spot that is held by Not Lush and Hades. Doing a stunt over some fences, getting caught out in midair. Hades bringing him low. Oh, no, this is not going to work out for T-Plenty. He's trying to get away with too much. Lush might even have an angle here. In the meantime, the bomb squad. Fight took too long. The team that I was talking about before, Robin, God, and Gooey's there. They tried to push that spot in foot, and they were taken down by the spot that, well, they should have had it. They didn't get in that big fight against Crop & Co.
And that's what happens when fights take a little bit too long, right? It prevents you from getting the positions that you're looking for.
Definitely. Not the place to be. And as they're saying that, T-Plants taken down. Tried to get a spot that was a little bit too greedy. Although, Pax and Roth with some great mini fire taking down Hades as well. This is one of those fights that's happening near the middle of the zone. So between Alex Penn's Twitter feed and Thought We Were Skydiving, that's Not Lush and Hades. Very, very important fight with the 1v2 in favor of Alex Penn's Twitter feed. It's looking like this group of memers might be trying to take control of center zone.
As we see that, it looks like on the south side you have between Burke and Dark Dreams Tazinator, and then now it looks like looks like Alex Penn's Twitter feed is going to take out potentially Lush and Hate.
He's last play left up, and that spray from Roth is going to take them down. Nice stuff there from Alex Penn's Twitter feed. Transitioning that early knock with 2 minis. Very, very surprising to get a knock like that, by the way. Usually mini doesn't get a knock in a peep battle in that manner. And transitioning that into a full team wipe, and they're going to be able to walk into the zone from that, as this new zone in Phase 5 favoring the East heavily. And oh my god, I don't even know what to make of this. Like, I've never seen a zone in this terrain before. This is actually insane.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. As I cut to Darth's getting some shots in, and I'm not sure that they realize that Mardones is just south of them underneath this cover.
Yeah, these two guys kind of approaching at the same spot around the same time, getting ready with the bike. Mardone's beginning to close the gap, but he's looking for a fight. He's looking for a big boom here, actually. Styles, wrong place, wrong time. How does he know? How does he know?
Wow. That was extremely close. And now he's gonna
that was their ride
back off. Yeah.
That was their ride. Oh my god, that's so toxic. They gotta walk in now.
So if you notice, Shimboy is just south of him. And I wonder if Shimboy, he's going to have to creep up. Uh-oh. And now we got a fight just north of Shimboy. I wonder if Shimboy's going to third party this from behind. Is he going to be able to handle it?
Barely. Starts to get turned on, but Lowe's mini shots were on point. That being said, he has essentially inherited Just W's fight. And for Just W, it's like, all right, turning a 2v2 into a 2v1. Sounds easy. We'll take it. But as they begin to focus a little bit to the northwest, these are 2 different solos that are now essentially assaulting, or at least trying to skirt by the same spot. Some bad stuff can happen here.
You're talking about Batty Low and T-Stock up northwest. They're right.
I was checking southwest, but that's happening up there too. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, we got to be careful here. Is it looks like Batty Low is going to try to. And just as I cut to Batty, T-Stock takes him out, and now he's been spotted by Jake and Owen Bear.
Yeah. Jake and Owen Bear on the north side there. They have an easy spot to cover just on the hill above. T-Sock, though, I think that he should be able to disengage into town here to avoid this fight.
Oh, it looks like now Mardones is looking to ruin more people's games as he throws a but just misses on Byers. Shimboy is still there. He has a nade. It looks like he's going to go for it. Does he able to get that in? He banked that in.
Wow, that's the last thing he does. But...
Yeah, that's the last thing he does before he goes down. And now it looks like Mardones is free as the Alex Penn Twitter feed.
Oh, and they had to walk in. They were caught out in the open. So Mardones, that frag from before that took their bike out, essentially the reason why mixed results went down. What a silly interaction there. As Alex Penn, we already know they're in at least like the top 3 or top 5 or whatever. They're here, top 8 teams, 4 kills, and with the new zone shrinking, they're in one of the spots of the zone that actually has some good high ground left. This position here in Phase 6 could transition them into a game-winning spot going into the end game.
Absolutely. And if you notice here up north, Jake and Owen Bear TV have decided to rotate east. I wonder if they're going to try to push Reunion God and Guziera.
It makes sense on the macro level. I don't know how they're going to do it, though. There's such a wide open terrain. If Robin spots this, they're out of the game.
Owen turns back around. Owen turns back around and then hightails it back behind the rock in which he carried out from in the first place.
Yeah, way too rough here. And actually, shots are going to be ringing at him to suppress him. But, VHZ lovers, he knows what he has to do now. He's like, all right, you don't come over here to the north, you're fine. But he's just backing off.
Now my question is, these gentlemen behind from him, Cardiopata and Luca, gonna play spoiler here, as Gutierrez and Robinho God are preoccupied with Owen Bear and Jake.
Well, if they were a solo, they just sit here behind this ridge. Since they're a duo, they should definitely be trying to figure out what's going on and see if this is a spot that they can't take for themselves. Robin did just suffer a headshot from the hands of, I believe that was Owen. So
I think they're just gonna play it as cool and calm and collected as they possibly can. Oh, and as we say that, Owen Bear has moved up.
Reactionary play style. This will potentially work as a fight is looking to be brewing off to the north. They should react to that if they do hear that.
Uh-oh. And as we say that, it looks like we have Roth down.
Mardones.
Yeah, Mardones has been a thorn in the side of many teams this game.
Yeah, either directly or indirectly, and it looks like the tax for from earlier. It's like saying, "Hey, I helped get the kills that you guys got before, but now it's time for for you guys to leave the game." Great smokes here from Pax. He's gonna be able to wrap all the way around, remove the only angles that Mardones could use, and I don't think that he can get this resin to Roth. It's good that
Marduno's going to even try to get this. He's going to back off and move around. Yeah, as they get the.
He has a lot of his own terrain. Like a 1v2 is a 1v2. Even if you do have that one knock and he's not working with too much information, he's also going to be funneled into one exact opening in that fence line. So Pen's going to be filling out, smoking up, and as long as the smoke dissipates in the right way, they should be able to barely get the resin to Roth here.
And it's by just W, right by him. Ooh. He's just laying there.
Oh, you're right. That's really, you can see the smoke too. He knows what's going to be happening here soon. Precarious position for Pen.
This is almost like kill farming, you know, waiting for the rest to come up just to then get him.
Well, real quick, the east side of the zone just got a humongous benefit. A lot of the cover on the west was now forced out. So those 4 oil tanks and a lot of the ridge lines on the east still being in play means these guys in the west are going to be forced into a kill field here. They're probably going to shoot their way out of this.
Yeah, it looks like Burke FPS has spotted just W. And as I say that, it looks like Alex Penn's team has rotated on the opposite side.
Hey,
that was smart.
Remember us? It is. Remember us? Oh, they're hitting the side though. Burke and Seal
not able to get over the fence.
Down. That res, I don't think that res can happen. Oh, I guess they're gonna go for it either way.
With the bike, look at this man.
Oh no! Don't look at this man. It's embarrassing. Oh no! That was the only rock in an open field.
Oh, as that happens, Jake gets knocked by Guzziera, but Ronaldinho God gets knocked as well, and Owen Bear start to push up. But I'm not sure.
But Emmy and Martin, they're looking to take control of this zone. This is the exact reaction that they had to go for with their play style. And now 1v1, Guis are not looking at the third party. This is essentially a 2v1 in favor of Caripasso Luca and Owen Bear on his back foot now.
Owen Bear definitely on his back foot as he got spotted by Martin FPS, and now of course both of them know where he is.
Well, if he's good enough with frags, then he can take Emmy down. Looks like trying to bank it off the slope. Ooh, almost got him.
Almost down, just low enough. Oh, Martin able to not hit those shots, even though we could see him just behind it.
Still holding these rocks. Emmy, he's playing with fire. The first frag didn't take him down, but the second one did. Killfleet, we see Roth take Mardones down as well. A little bit of revenge
in the back
there.
Yeah, so they have cleaned Roth. Really cleaned up on that side.
There it is. Martin taking down Owen Bear.
Now, but on the back side. But on the back
Burke actually crossed the road. He's trying to take control of the east bit. This is incredibly insane here from these two teams. In the meantime, Xavier did go back for the crate. But if they can take this duo down, if they can take Martin and Emmy down, then they got a good chance to win this game. But I think that they're just be playing a little bit passive here.
Is he gonna go for the high ground to try to go for the? Look at this man, Xavier.
This feels dangerous.
Feels real dangerous. Like unnecessarily dangerous.
All right, well, Xavier's gonna be spotting.
Oh, maybe I am wrong. I apologize, Xavier. You do you, buddy. You do you.
I believe that was a running neck shot that took him down there. Did 101 damage. Not sure exactly what the math is there, but definitely a nice shot. Oh, but Emmy and Martin closing the gap. This is gonna be a 2v2, and Guri's there just here to watch.
Yeah, now it looks like it's trying to flank around. He spots out Xavier as he starts to run.
Burke being very sneaky.
Is he just going to wait, just going to draw him over?
Okay, this is all on Xavier's shoulders. If he can hold off and force Emmy and Martin into an awkward spot, Burke can just blow their heads off. However, with Emmy and Martin able to wrap around the left and right sides of this fuel tank, Burke can only reasonably get an ambush going without them hearing him coming on the left side. If Martin and Emmy decide to go to the right and peek Xavier from there, his ambush isn't going to be as effective anymore.
Now they spotted Guzzier. And what are they going to do here? The thing is, I think they're going to wait for Guzzier. They think they got themselves an easy kill.
Maybe. Xavier definitely has zone in this scenario. It's going to center up here for phase 9, just a little bit north of that road, pretty much on the crate, or maybe a little bit next to it there. So that's some good cover there as well. But Burke definitely doesn't want to move. He doesn't want to get hurt right now, Grisera. waiting to get reactive, hoping the third party of the fight. So real question is just what is Martin and Emmy gonna do? What do they have? They have no smokes. They got nothing.
They got no smokes.
Oh, but they got headshots dinging Xavier in the head.
Got knocked. And now I wonder if they're going to rotate around.
This is what Burke needs. Oh my god, this is the exact spot that he needs. Emmy getting down from Burke. He's finishing him off. Martin going on the side. A great spray from Xavier, taking him down. And now a 2v1. Gooey Zera at the edge of the zone. He's going to need shots of a god to get at this one. I don't think it's going to work out for him.
Yeah, it's gonna end in a second place finish for him.
Good positioning there from Burke. He was so patient waiting for such a long time. Definitely a little bit of luck there. If Gooey Zera wasn't there on the north, then that play doesn't work out nearly as well, but especially with that solo player kind of forcing both Martin and Emmy are on the left side of that tank and the south side instead of the north side of that tank. That was exactly what Burke needed. They would just put a whole mag of M4 in their backs.
To have the patience to take advantage of such, I guess, a lack of knowledge from another team that you know it, even though they're not pushing right, to not try to force the situation. It's just, you love seeing it because you see a lot of times people try to force the situation, but that was just great. Like you said, to have the patience to just sit there and lay there and wait for it. Perfect. And they end up with 8 kills and a win.
It was a lot of faith in Xavier as well, because he's essentially just like, okay, you're going to 2v1 them for a while for like a little peak battle. And when they're eventually forced to push you in like 2 minutes, it's a long fight in like 2 minutes. Then I'll strike. True. If that works, then then that's a win right there, pretty much. And if it doesn't, though, then and if Xavier gets knocked, then you just got a dude sitting on top of a tank.
You just got a dude sitting on top of the tank. Exactly.
He's just laying down, belly like he's sunbathing. Like it would not have worked nearly as well.
Absolutely, wholeheartedly agree with you there. And I guess on that note, we will take a short break and we'll be back for the next game.
We'll see you guys then.